When you've been through a lot and you hate your current situation, you hate the version of yourself that you are, and you're trying to change your life, and every single year you have the same exact goals, and it's like you're stagnant, you're not making any progress, you don't need to work harder, and you don't have a discipline problem. Your brain is stuck in survival mode from that shitty situation that inspired you to make changes in the first place. And that survival mode is making you behave and make decisions in a way that's keeping you stuck in a loop rather than making progress. And I'm going to explain this in the most basic way possible on how this is the case and how you're going to be able to break out of this the way that a lot of people don't talk on the internet. This isn't your basic nervous system regulation. This is specifically for the high achievers. And my process that I took that was able to have me regulate my nervous system in less than 6 months. Every single time that you start a goal, you switch the strategy because you don't see instant gratification, and that feels too risky because you don't want to waste time and you don't want to make mistakes. You just want to get to your goals as soon as possible so that you can feel rest, you can feel good enough, and so that you can actually enjoy your life. When you're operating in that energy, you're afraid of slowing down. And slowing down is the very thing that you need to do in order for you to be clear-headed, do things out of joy, and do things naturally, and it doesn't feel like it's hard for you to have to stick to the method. A lot of the times, the method that you're using to get to the body weight or the business or the healing goal is a method that you think that you need, but you actually don't even enjoy. And for me to sit here and tell you that you have to do something that you enjoy, you roll your eyes at that because you're just in hustle mode, which is the survival mode. Because you think getting to the version of yourself that you've never been before means sacrifice and means hard work. Like, there's no way in hell that you can actually slow down, enjoy the process, and then you're going to be this higher version of yourself. And that's the exact belief right there that keeps the cycle going over and over and over again. So the belief that we need to rewire is you feeling like that you need to work harder and you need to work fast. You actually need to slow down and you need to be clear-headed. And you do that by rewiring the belief, which will then change the behavior, which will then change the reward of how you think this thing goes, and then you become consistent in that. That's exactly how our behaviors as humans are broken down. It starts by our beliefs first, which has us operate a certain way, which releases a chemical reward, which releases consistency. And when you can combine that with a system that actually feels like a flow, like a life system that you plug into your life, and the identity behind it, which means that you're not attached to the results and you actually believe in yourself, but you're not just saying that, you genuinely do operate that way, you will never ever have to be in the cycle again, and you will create momentum to build a life that you actually want. You won't be stuck in this, and you will actually build progress every single year. If not, make your goals before the end of the year. But that's all based on your beliefs, who you are as a person, the system that you use that feels good for you, and if you actually believe yourself. And this is what you need. You know deep down that you switching strategies is not the problem, because you're starting to have a feeling that it's actually a deeper problem. And that's because it actually is.